Guys, welcome in. Happy
New Year.
Tuesday and Happy New Year. Welcome to our
Chit
very
Chat, yeah.
first Cruise Chit Chat Tuesday of the new year.
2025. Yes.
We're laughing because literally as soon as we hit go live, David Ruffin's scratching at the door. You
Yes.
guys don't know, David Ruffin is our dog. And every time we have a chit chat, he has to come in here with us. So literally as soon as I press the button, he's scratching at the door. So hope you guys are doing well. Welcome in and Happy New Year. I feel like I haven't been live in a minute. I've had like a 2 week cruise break, I think, maybe 3 weeks.
Oh my gosh, are you feeling okay?
Guys, I'm exhausted. I'm exhausted. I don't even have bullet points for this live. That's how exhausted I am. So bear with us tonight. We're just going to be chatting. So appreciate you guys popping in tonight. I'll be honest. I honestly debated even canceling because
No.
I've just been so busy. But I'm like, no, we have to. We have so many supporters, subscribers, followers. We want to make sure we're able to touch base with you guys here in the new year. But it's a very, very busy time. So, yeah, so I'm a little tired. So if I'm out of sorts, that's what's going on. But appreciate you guys being here. And David Ruffin scratching at the door. Sorry.
Excuse me.
But welcome in, DT Cruiser. Good evening to you. Thank you so much for being a channel member. Appreciate you being here. On the go with Yola. Welcome into you. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. Land and Sea. Evening to you. Hope you're doing well. Iris Wagstaff. Welcome in. Appreciate you being here. Gloria Jackson. Hello to you. Welcome in. Let me go to Facebook. Make sure we're live on Facebook. We should be, I think. Hopefully. Let's see here. I didn't really even advertise or share that we're going live today. I just been all over the place. Okay, we are live there. Awesome. So Gloria Jackson, thanks for being a channel member. Really appreciate it. Team Reach Travels, welcome in. And guys, actually, and I have not even had a moment to put this out there, but Team Reach Travels will be on our next Chit Chat Live, which is going to be on January 21st. So I will get that stream set up so you guys can turn your notification bells on. But if you aren't already subscribed to Team Reach Travels, head over and subscribe to Team Reach Travels. They will be joining us for a cruise chit chat on January 21st. In 2 weeks, exactly 2 weeks. So stay tuned for that. But welcome in, Team Reach Travels, and thank you for being channel members. Felicia Holmes, welcome in, another channel member. Just happy Tuesday and Happy New Year. Hope your New Year's off to a good start.
Yes.
I know we've been very busy and we had a lot of snow. So the kids, they were scheduled to go back to school 2 days ago and they canceled school yesterday. They canceled school yesterday and today. So I'm hoping that they're back tomorrow.
Yes. They've been out of school for 3 weeks and 2 days.
Yeah, so
they need to go back to
it's
school.
time. It's time. It's time. And actually it was funny. I think I made a post this morning. I text Andrew this morning and I was like, Andrew, you don't have you don't have work today. And he was like, do the kids have school? The kids, do they have school? Because yeah, he's not a kid anymore, guys. But let's see who else is here. Jonathan Page, welcome in. Good evening to you. Appreciate you staying up to chit chat with us, and thank you for being a channel member. Lida Shay, welcome in. Good evening to you. Savannah, welcome in, and Happy New Year. I think that's a new name for our channel. Mary David, welcome in. Welcome in. Happy New Year's to you. Belinda, Happy New Year. Carla, Charlene, welcome in from snowy Indianapolis. I get it. We got a lot of snow here too. So and I'm not a fan of the snow.
So what you gonna do about it?
Oh, we'll have to talk about it. But I'm not a big fan of the snow, not at all. I like snow because it makes you feel kind of cozy. You know, you want to be warm, my snuggie, front of the fireplace. But that's it. I don't want to be out in it. I don't want to go out in it. I don't want to. None of that. Not at all. Nat Wash, welcome in. And Charlene, thanks for being a channel member. Welcome in, Nat Wash. Traveling Stewards, welcome in. I just bookmarked your Traveling Steward. I'm trying to make sure. I'm following so many new channels now. I think Traveling Stewards, you did Holland America. Yes, you did Holland America. I just bookmarked yours as I was signing into this. I think you had Holland America is it for millennials? I think that's what I saw. Guys, check out Traveling Stewards. I know a lot of you guys left comments about my Holland America series. They were on Holland America. And I know there's not a whole lot of, I mean, there's Holland America content out there, but from some of us younger folks, check it out. Just, yeah. I was part of their live stream. They were kind of giving their first impressions and Some good stuff there. Jolinda, welcome in. Carla says David Ruffin wants to be in the live. He always wants to be right there beside us. So let's see here. Michelle PJ, welcome in. Happy New Year to you. Happy New Year to everyone. Want to make sure I don't really miss anyone. But yeah, it's been busy. It's been cold. Like right now, it's like 14 degrees here in Ohio. So, but I hope it's warm wherever you guys are, and that wherever you are safe, and your new year is off to an amazing start. Um, yeah, I don't have an agenda for today, and that's not like normally I have a sticky note or something with some bullet points, but I guess we'll just kind of start with how we wrapped up the year.
Yeah.
If you did not catch our end of the year recap, that video did pretty well. We got a lot of positive feedback. I did share some of our insights as far as our growth as a channel. We doubled subscribers. And actually from that video, we gained 500 new subscribers. So if you are a new subscriber and you're part of this chit chat, we appreciate you coming over and subscribing and following along. We have a lot of cruises planned for 2025. It's still hard for me to say that. We have a lot of cruises planned for 2025, so you want to make sure you stick around for some of that content. But we just kind of shared that we doubled over subscribers. Travel agency is booming, and guys, that's why I've been so busy. So if you've reached out to book a cruise or an inquiry or anything like that, guys, we really appreciate you. This time of year is way busier than it was last year, and it's because of you guys. So we really do appreciate those of you booking cruises, looking or have questions about cruising, reaching out to us. It means a lot. But I've been like long days.
Yes, you have.
Long days, like morning till way past bedtime. Just busy working. So it's fun, but it's tiring. But we appreciate you guys.
Now, I did have one question. I don't know how many days at sea was it for last year?
Yeah, no clue. Guys,
I'm thinking it's close to 40.
It's more than that. I took 22 cruises. How's it 40?
Okay, well, my math is a little bad.
Math is way off.
Okay.
I would guess it was probably at least 120.
Seriously?
Yeah, I think so. We had a couple of family 7-night cruises.
That's four.
I had a couple. I think I had 3 or 4 7-night cruises solo, and then all the other ones in between. So yeah, 22 cruises. I'll have to do the math on that. I don't know.
Okay.
But it's definitely not 40. Not if I took 22 cruises.
I could see 90, but I don't think I could see 120.
Why 90?
Because 3.
If I took.
But you being away from me for more than 3 months, that just doesn't do my heart well.
Okay, well, yeah, I was gone. I was gone, and I'm going to be gone here in a few days. Make sure you have that notification bell on. But welcome into those watching on Facebook. Lee Marie, welcome in. Evelyn, thank you for being here. And Samantha, appreciate you tuning in from Facebook. What else did we wrap up the year with? We hit 5 million views on our channel.
We did?
We did. We hit 5 million. I think we might be at 5.1 now.
Are you serious?
I kind of don't keep track of that, and then I just looked. So yeah, 5 million views.
Well, that's a milestone.
That is a milestone. We're excited for that. What else? But yeah, just go back and catch that recap video. We just shared that. Oh, and I also shared how much we made on YouTube last year as full-time content creators. Because last year, if you guys are new here, last year was the first year that I was full-time content creator, full-time travel agency owner, and cruiser, and did it full-time. 22 cruises, almost 1.5 million in sales, and double subscribers and all that. So it was an amazing year, and I think 2025 is going to prove itself to be an even better year. So we're excited for that. But what else is going on? We really don't have any updates or anything coming new for our channel. Like as far as how we format things are pretty much going to look the same, because I'm kind of with the mindset of if it's working, don't fix it, or if it's not broken, don't fix it.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of along that. Like we're going to add some new things to our channel, but as far as how we do things with the bi-weekly cruise chit chat live, we'll do those. We'll still go live from ships when we are on board ships. And we will continue with our TGI Friday. So if you're new here, we do a TGI Friday vlog where we highlight our cruise experiences. That's every Friday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern time for a premiere where you can come and chat with us while we share the cruise content. Something new though that you probably noticed last Tuesday and this morning is that I'm going to be pushing out more informational vlogs. Because guys, I've been on so many cruises. There's so much for people to know, and I get a lot of questions. So I'm going to start putting out more informative vlogs, very strategic in kind of what I'm going to share. For one reason is because, like I said, we have a lot of new followers, and it's really going to be kind of like your go-to spot to get not only the cruise vlogs, but cruise content, port guides, things like that. But also, being a travel agency owner and having the sales that we had last year, I really have to be strategic in where I put my time and focus. And so I get a lot of new cruisers reaching out to book cruises with me. And I'm obviously always available. Well, let me say this. I'm not always available by phone, because if you try to reach me today, it probably didn't happen. I'm best to reach by text or email. But I'm always available to answer your questions. Not always by phone, though. But what was I saying? I get a lot of questions from first time cruisers. So I figured I have a lot of videos. So when people ask me, have you been to this port? I can easily share with them from my catalog. I've been to this port, or I've been on this cruise ship. But sometimes people have questions on, what is it like cruising with MSC? Or what are some things I need to know about MSC? And sometimes it's easier to give them the visual as a video than it is for me to type it up, write it up, or even to have like a PDF that I just have, which I do have for some cruise lines. So I just figured I'll start doing that. That way I can just push those out to clients as well. So,
and you do have the ABCs of cruising?
Yeah, the ABCs of cruising. That's kind of my new social media. If you guys have caught a few of those, I've only done ABC so far. So I'll try to get more to it, but just kind of focusing on cruise tips that are focused, around the ABC. So thought that was kind of cool, kind of cute coming from an educator. That's kind of why I did that. But let's see who else is here in the chat. Let's see. Michelle PJ, welcome in. Jaretha, welcome in. Thank you for being a channel member. Team Reese Travel says, woohoo, can't wait. Yes, we can't wait to have you guys on. Let's see. Jelena says, so good to see you guys. It's nice to have you here. Thank you for being here and watching. Trish says, hello. I love watching all of your videos. Well, we appreciate that, Trish. Appreciate you being here. And Debbie Evers, is that what it says? Just subscribe. Thank you so much, Debbie. We appreciate it. We are on a mission to hit. This is a very aggressive goal, but if you watch my end of the year recap, I do believe in the power of words. And last year, I pretty much spoke exactly what was going to happen, and pretty much
hit the target.
Pretty much all of our goals that I said, we were like right on the mark. So I'm speaking 50K into existence.
That's for subscribers.
Subscribers. What is the other 50K?
It could have meant anything.
Well, if it's 50K in YouTube money, it's going to be way more than that. But thank you so much, Deborah. We appreciate that. On the Good Yellow says, snow, but not as much as you. Yeah, we got quite a bit. Edward says, I'm on the Icon of the Seas currently, and I absolutely love it. Well, I hope you are having a great time. Yeah, I liked Icon. I just wasn't on there long enough. I just personally would not pay the cost of Icon until the price goes down. Like for the family, I just can't. It's a beautiful ship, lots of features, great for families, but we don't have the money, although we cruise a lot. We don't really have the money to,
Our checking account don't work that
way. Right. Iris says 20 degrees here in the DMV and 8 inches of snow in Maryland. Yeah. Yep. Sapphire 123 says, hi guys, first time here. Glad to be here. We're glad that you are here. Thank you so much. We appreciate all of the support. And we have 100 people watching. So if you guys can be sure to hit that thumbs up for us, we appreciate it. Sydney says, happy Tuesday and happy New Year. We'll appreciate you being a channel member, Sydney, and welcome in. Jarita says, it's cold here in Houston. No snow. No snow. It's cold.
How can it get cold in Houston?
You guys know he's from Houston.
Well, I'm not from Houston. I did 18 years there.
Yeah. Let's see.
Years.
Let's see. Anybody else here on Facebook? Welcome to everyone on Facebook. Kirsten says, thank you. Your information has been very helpful. I appreciate that. Tyrone says, love the channel. Happy New Year. And yeah, that's it. So I guess just a couple announcements. Again, if you are new here, I'm Raquel.
I'm Ron.
And we are MHFamilyAdventures, and we are what I say a cruise vlogging family, because that's what we vlog. And we've been on 64 cruises, or I've been on 64 cruises since 2019. And I'm actually preparing to go on my 65th cruise and my first cruise for the year. So something that you're going to notice about our channel is we started off as a family channel. We're still a family channel,
Yes.
but because I quit my job as a school administrator and started doing this full time, a lot of the travels you're going to see, especially starting this year off, will be me solo because the kids are still in school. Ron works and Andrew works, or he's part of a work program. So, if you've been around for a while, you know that in the beginning, we did a lot of family cruises. It wasn't solo, but now it's kind of me out solo or with other family members, but we will still have some family content coming. But I don't think our next family cruise is until April.
Okay.
And that's just because the kids don't have breaks from school and it's just that time of year. But we do a lot of family cruising in the summer. So stay tuned for that.
And that's how we really started, was with around their holiday breaks.
Right, right. But now that we've kind of amped up, yeah. But yeah, so my next cruise will be on board MSC Virtuosa, and I leave on Friday.
This Friday.
Yeah, this Friday in a couple days, and I'm not packed at all. I haven't packed.
And
I haven't done anything.
where are you cruising from?
I will be cruising, so and I'm not gonna share all the details right now because I still don't know quite what I'm doing. It's guys, this has been so again, I'm cruising on MSC Virtuosa. It's a 7-night cruise. This has probably been the most stressful cruise that I've had to prepare for, and I'm not even prepared. And that's probably the problem.
Excuse me.
Is that I didn't prepare myself for it. This kind of came to be, I guess, somewhat later last year, working with MSC Cruises. And originally I was supposed to be on MSC World Europa, but then decided to swap it to MSC Virtuosa because all of the ports that I'll be visiting are brand new to me. So I've been in the Caribbean. A lot of my cruises have been Caribbean cruises, but it's the same ports. So what enticed me with this MSC Virtuosa is that it is different ports. So but because they're different ports, I've had to do a lot of research trying to figure out what do I want to do in port, kind of what's the best way to go around. So because I've had to kind of go back to my roots and research and stuff, it's been a little stressful. And then I had a situation where I tried to take the cheapest route out, and I don't know if it was the best move. so, so just to give you guys some context, this cruise is leaving out of Martinique, and we live in Ohio, and the flights from Ohio to Martinique were extremely expensive. And so I figured out around a way to go to Martinique through St. Lucia. So I'm flying into St. Lucia because the flights were like a quarter of the cost of going to Martinique. And I figured I would catch a ferry from from St. Lucia to Martinique for the cruise. That's and vice versa. Well, yeah, well, apparently the ferry services there aren't necessarily the most reliable. So, I don't know. We'll see if I'm on a ship on Saturday. So stay tuned. That's all I'm gonna say. But it's stressing me out just a little bit. And I don't think I've ever missed a cruise. Have I? Oh, we missed Disney. We missed Disney because our flight canceled after we boarded the plane.
But I'm kind of happy we missed that because I got to meet one of my idols.
Mm-hmm. You want to tell him?
I met Dr. Cornel West in Jacksonville.
Do you guys know who Cornel West is? You want to explain?
He's a civil rights activist, and
I'm saying not everyone knows.
And that was just cool to meet him.
And he was super excited, but the kids were very disappointed. So we did eventually go to Disney, but yeah. So I have not out of all this time, other than that one cruise, which we did make up for what, a few weeks after, I think.
Yes.
So yeah, I don't know what's going to happen on Saturday. I don't know what's going to happen Friday because.
But when you vlog about this,
Yeah.
you tell people the best way.
So I may or may not be cruising on Saturday, but stay tuned. I'm flying out. I don't know what's gonna happen once I get there, but I'm not paying almost $2,000 for a flight, so I'll come back home for all that.
Well, hold on a second, Celine. We didn't talk about $2,000.
I just said I'm not gonna pay $2,000 for a flight.
We need to have this conversation offline.
But yeah, so that's where I'll be. But this itinerary is an amazing one, and that's why I made the change, because I want to highlight more of the Caribbean, because there's more than just Nassau and Grand Turk and St. Thomas, and and some of these ports are common ports. I just haven't been there yet, so I don't even know all of them. Ports out of Martinique goes to St. Kitts, Antigua,
St. Martin.
St. Martin, St. Lucia, Guadalupe. Is that how you say that? And there's one more. So really nice port. So I'm excited for it. And I'm excited to get back on MSC. So stay tuned. Stay tuned. We'll see what happens.
So did I told you that I almost lived in St. Martin, right?
Yes, you did.
Yeah. So
Many
on the
times.
French side.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
How many times?
Many times.
Okay.
Let's see who else. Loretta, welcome in. She says new to your channel. Well, we appreciate you popping in. And because like I said, we had like 500 subscribers from that our end of the year recap. So and it's continuing to grow our channel. So we appreciate those of you who
Yes.
decided to subscribe from that video. We really do appreciate it. Trouble Yes We See, welcome in. Happy New Year's to you. Therese says I only want snow on Christmas Day. That's it. I'll take it on Christmas Day. I'll take it on Christmas Day. Fun times with Ray and Nancy. Welcome in. A good evening to you. Toya says, hi, MH fam. I'm in, how do you say that? Elraya?
Where's it?
Elraya? I think Elraya. And loving the snow. Well, I know there's some people that love it. Jo Marie loves the snow. It's just not for me.
She was
It's
a
just
little
not.
upset that you didn't let her go out and play
Mhm. Yeah.
in the 14-degree weather.
Yeah, her freak ain't knocking on the door. And I'm like, school was canceled for a reason. So, I'm like, you're not going outside. Now if it wasn't so cold, I would have let her go out. So she was out in the snow yesterday playing because it wasn't as cold as today. Today is a lot colder than yesterday. So, um, Traveling Spirit says, thank you, Raquel. We just published the Eurodam. Yeah, so be sure to check out the Eurodam series. Tips for cruisers. Welcome in. Welcome in. Happy New Year to you. And Stacy, hello to you. Jonathan says, the mainland UK has lots of snow and ice, but we never get it where I live. Just cold sea breezes. I'm looking to book my cruise for 2026 at Sky Princess. I was on Sky Princess. I loved it. Hopefully less stuffy than Cunard. Yeah. Yeah. And honestly, after you made your comment about Kunar, because I had been kind of on the fence on whether I was going to try them, then I started watching vlogs. And I'm like, this just does not interest me at all. So, but we have 126 watching. I appreciate you guys being here. Please hit that like button for us. And if you have any questions about cruising, feel free to drop those in the chat. We're just chatting tonight. I don't really have anything on my agenda because I didn't prepare one. So we're just going to chat.
So on your books, do you have, how many cruises do you already have booked? You got what? 15?
Oh my gosh.
15 booked?
17 booked now.
Okay. And,
17 booked.
okay. And you got some placeholders for some potential opportunities?
I think so.
Okay.
I don't know. And guys, this is the thing. So like, if you are a channel member, if you are a platinum or diamond channel member, I do share my cruising schedule. It is subject to change because thankfully we're at a place where we're starting to work with more brands, more cruise lines. And as opportunities come out, it's a possibility that maybe one of my paid for opportunities I may have to change so that I can work with the cruise line or create content for Shore Excursions Group, which we'll be working with on this cruise, as well as MSC. So just know that our schedule is subject to change. So if you hear, if I ever say on a live stream that we're going to be on this cruise, please don't book the cruise until you confirm with me that we're going to be on the cruise because it could change. But yeah, we have 17 so far this year. Now, there's a few that I'm really looking forward to that I think I've already shared. One of them would be our Greece trip. So if you guys watched our series last year, or my series last year, I took my very first solo trip to Greece on board Celestial Journey. Had an amazing time. It was a very port intensive itinerary. And we have a group going with us, and I think we're down to the numbers keep fluctuating because people are, making other plans for the new year. But I think we're up to 77. I think that was my last count. That will be joining us in Greece. And I had 3 cabins left. So I have an interior ocean view and a junior balcony. So if anyone's interested, the dates are August 30th through September 6th, leaving from Athens, Greece, and visiting. Let me see if I can think of the ports. Kushadasi, which is Turkey, Thessaloniki, Santorini, Mykonos, Milos, and Crete. So if you want to join us, this is the MHFamilyAdventures group cruise. So it'll be the whole family, except Dice may not be there. I'll explain that later. But yeah, so if you want to join us, I'm really looking forward to that and taking a group with us. And I think all but 2 people as part of this group have not been to Greece. So
Okay.
for me, it's exciting to take people to new places and kind of, have this group plan of, activities and things. So yeah, we have three new spots. So if you want to join us, you can email me. My email's running across the screen there. And what else?
You're going to Alaska again?
We're going to Alaska again. We have a very, very small group going on Quantum of the Seas June 9th.
Family cruise too.
June 9th through the 16th. The whole family will be on for that one. Now, this is a very small group. I think we're at maybe 20 or 25. So, really small group for Alaska, which is fine with me. But we do have a couple of spots left. So, if anybody wants to go to Alaska or not even be part of our group, I do have a couple of interior cabins with virtual balcony that are almost half the cost. If you were to go. So, if you're looking for June 9th, Alaska, and you don't mind a virtual balcony interior, it's about $2,200. And if you look at the current pricing online, I think last time I checked, it was like 38. So if you want to get booked, reach out to me for Quantum of the Seas. We also have another MH family group on board MSC. If you guys are new here, we did have our very first group cruise on board MSC Seashore last year, 4th of July. We had 145 people on board with us. It was a great time. So we are doing it again for Christmas. We will be on board the brand new MSC World America, December 20th through the 27th. And we have spaces available. I think right now we're up to maybe 12 or 13 cabins. So we have some space available. So if you want to cruise Christmas on MSC and their newest ship, definitely reach out.
That's the one with the seesaw?
Yeah, the swing. The swing
swing.
that
Okay.
kind of
Yeah, the
hovers.
swing.
Yeah, so
Okay.
what else? What else? Oh, we also announced that we are doing another ladies or our first ladies group cruise. It will be we're calling it Sisters Cruising Abroad. And that's because our very first trip abroad was myself and my three sisters, and we went out of Barcelona, and we
Yes.
did Italy and a couple other ports and on board MSC. And that's actually our number one watched video on our YouTube channel.
Almost
And we've
200,000.
had quite a few people asking when are we going back. So I decided to go back. So June 12th, June 12th through the 19th.
You're not going to the same ports though, are you?
Some of them are. They may,
Okay.
maybe. Yeah.
Okay.
But it's on board MSC World Europa, June 12th through the 19th of 2026. And we have spots available. We don't have any solo cabins though. So I've had a lot of people reach out looking for solo cabins. The solo cabins sold out pretty fast. I think we were able to stamp like 5 of them. Like the true studio or solo cabins, and they're sold out on the ship, unfortunately. So the pricing you see on the flyer, if you're on social media, that is the pricing that it is. So I understand it can be expensive for some, but those who want to go, you have time to pay on it. It's going to be a good time. So we're excited. So it'll be myself, my sister Cheryl, and sister Regina. So yeah, we'll have a good time. Let's see who else is here in the chat. Makai Harris TV, welcome in. Says looking forward to cruising. Oops, hold on, I did something. Says looking forward to cruising with you this year. Currently viewing the group cruises itineraries for 2025. Well, are you already booked on one of our group cruises? Sometimes it's hard to decipher names and then channels. So let me know if you're already booked on one of our group cruises. But if not, we'd love for you to join us on another one of them. Alori says appreciate your videos and info for cruises in Pennsylvania. Freezing, cold, lots of snow. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Big Murph's Life, welcome in. Hello to you and Happy New Year. Let's see here. Gloria Jackson says 18 and snowy here in Illinois, Champaign, Illinois.
Okay.
Alyssa's Adventures in Cruising. Hello, welcome in, and thank you for being a channel member. Hope you are doing well. Tips for Cruiser says maybe Ron means sea days and not port days. That's what I think. That when he talks about 40, I was gone way more than 40 days.
Yeah.
For sure. The Foxes Den, welcome in. G Fox, appreciate you being here. Team Reese Travel says, speaking to Alyssa, is it Sis Simpson says you are inspirational. How did you become a travel agent? I'm thinking of a career move. Guys, that is like the number one. It's like the number one asked question.
Mm-hmm.
It is probably my most, I'm not going to say it's annoying, but I go what people ask.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just something because I feel like I keep answering that.
Oh, can I answer it this time?
Go ahead.
So, see, what had happened was someone at her job got her upset. And you don't know this about my wife. She's an introvert, but she's an alpha female. So she didn't like what had happened at work. And this was on a Monday. And she told me that, hey, I'm thinking about doing something different. And by Wednesday, she had already
Not true.
decided that
Not true. I'll get the Cliff Notes version for those who are watching who are curious about how I started off as a
that's
travel
how it
agent and
appears
how
to
you
me.
could possibly do it. Now, I do have 2 live streams on the channel that kind of detail out and detail of how to go about what you should look for. But this started actually, you guys don't know. I am a doctor of education. I've been in education for 19 years. I was a school administrator for 12 years, and yeah, just decided that I wanted to try something different. Actually, probably was it right after COVID? Right before COVID, I wanted to we took our first cruise in 2019. I'm gonna give the very shortened version, so we'll give you 2 minutes. We took our first cruise in 2019. I fell in love with cruising. At that time, I was a school principal, but I knew I could not afford to cruise all the time, but I knew I wanted to. And so I found this company called Arise, which is a telephone like business where you customer service. And so I pretty much took like a 8-week training, like an 8-week training to learn Carnival Cruise Line so that I could be a phone agent for Carnival. So that's why I'm very well versed in Carnival. That's like I'm actually one of the top salesperson for Carnival and MSC Cruises. And they taught me how to book Carnival, all of their ships, this and that, what have you. So I would part time in the evenings, and in the weekends when I had time, I would work a rise, making like, I don't know, $10, $12 an hour, just to put some extra cash away so that I could book cruises.
And why was you putting the extra cash away?
I just said it.
No, you said because you didn't want to have to ask.
Oh, I didn't want, yeah. I want to be able to do what I want to do without saying, can we take this out of our account? So I was like, this is going on cruises and cruises only. Then COVID happened. And that kind of went away. And I was like, well, maybe I'll start up a travel agency because I really did I really enjoyed looking at the ships and talking about the ships to people on the phone and booking them and the destinations or what have you. And so I decided, I started talking. I said, maybe I'll start a travel agency. Maybe I'll try to become a travel agent.
That was on a Monday.
And that was on a Monday. I signed up. No, I did research. I signed up on Monday. And then Tuesday morning, I emailed them. And actually, the host that I'm currently with, I emailed them and said, hey, I think I'm having buyer's remorse. Can I get a refund of my uh, membership fees? And they were like, sure. So they refunded me back. And then maybe 4 or 5 months later, I did more research, thought about it, and I kept going back to this company, this host agency, KHM Travel Group. And I signed up, and I've been a travel advisor 3 years. And thanks to you guys and YouTube, like I said, very close to 1.5 million in sales last year, which was way more. It was more than double the year prior. Yeah. So you just got to research different host agencies. You definitely want to start off with the host. The host agency is going to give you access to the suppliers, errors and emissions insurance, professional development, the tools that you need to get started. You could start on your own, but that's a lot harder. Just get a host. You'll pay a monthly fee. There'll be some sort of commission split. But if you're with a good host agency like KHM, as you grow your sales, you'll pay less of a membership fee, which the membership fee is like $60 a month. And you'll get to the point where you don't have to pay anything. And then your commission split will go from, the starting commission split is 80-20. So you keep 80% of your commission, they get 20%, but as your sales increase, that lowers as well. So started with KHM, focus only on cruising, started with Carnival Royal Caribbean and I think NCL, and just grown from there. So now I'm certified to pretty much any cruise line, except for like river cruising. I'm not a specialist in river cruising, but yeah, you just got to research, figure out a host that works for you, and someone that's going to be supportive to give you what you need to get started. And I'll be very honest, I feel like my success truly comes from being a content creator and being on social media. So they kind of go hand in hand. I honestly, because I am an introvert and I'm not a salesperson, you only got, and guys, if you've ever reached out to me with wanting to book, or if I sent you a quote, I may not have followed up because I'm not going to ask. I'm just not, that's probably not the best business model. I'm not a salesperson. And so if you ask me for something and I give you the quote, I might just say, hey, just checking in to see. I'm not going to ask you again because I'm not a salesperson. It's going to be what it's going to be. So, and that's kind of how it happens. So hope that answered your question.
I like my narrative better.
And I don't want it to sound like I'm not laughing at that question. I get that question literally 3 to 4 times in my inbox every day. And every day I have to link the videos. And I said, I just unfortunately don't have the time to walk people through that. I do want to have a master class because I get that question a lot, more so being a content creator and a travel advisor. But I do have 2 live streams on the channel that you can look for that kind of explain how I got started, who my host agency is. And yeah, I love it. I enjoy it. Yeah. So, and I think because I cruise and I cruise regularly, that gets people wanting to, because they see me as an expert because I'm on the ships and I'm trying different. I'm not just on 1 or 2 cruise lines. I'm like on all of the, in fact, I'm trying a new cruise line next month. So stay tuned for that. But I'm not going to share that information yet.
Will you share with your husband?
You already know. Ella McKinley, welcome in. Good evening to you. Satin Jazz Lady, welcome into you as well. And thank you two for being channel members. If you're watching on Facebook, appreciate you being here as well. Is it Mona says, love seeing your videos. I learn a lot. Well, thank you so much. Phil and D, hello. Welcome to you guys. I hope you guys are doing well and resting up with the new baby.
Yes.
Lori says, where is the Christmas cruise going to? I don't even know. At least for Miami. I think Ocho Rios, Puerto Plata, MSC Ocean Cay. There's 4 ports. So it's a 7-night, 4 ports. But don't quote me on those ports. I don't. Hold on, let me look it up real quick. I honestly.
But you do know it's leaving from Miami.
I know it's leaving from Miami. That's about it. Hold on, let's see if I can look it up real quick. Guys, I cruise so much I can't keep track on what I'm even doing. But yeah, so yeah, if you want to join us on any of those. Oh, and we also have the cruise on board Carnival Conquest. I kind of closed the group out, but I do have a little bit of space left. If you're interested, we will be one of the first, not the first, but one of the first going to the brand new Celebration Key, which is their private destination. That is for, I forgot about that. That's for July. We have 100 and almost 120 people, I think, so far on that cruise. So it's a 4-night going to Half Moon Key, which is one of my favorite private islands, and then the brand new Celebration Key. And we will actually be on board for a back-to-back. So we're going to do the July 18th through the 21st sailing because that is, I think Carnival Conquest is the second ship to visit Celebration Key. I think Carnival Vista, we were originally the first ship, and then they changed Vista's itinerary. I think Carnival Conquest is the second ship to go to Celebration Key. So we're on that for the 3-night. And then we're doing a back-to-back with our group July 21st or the 25th. So if you want to get booked on that one, reach out. We have 120 people right now on that group.
Wow.
Yeah. But to answer your question, MSC World America, it's going to Roatan. I was wrong. Roatan, Costa Maya, Cozumel, and Ocean Cay. So 4 nights. The price is actually, so if you're looking at the pricing online, our pricing is better currently. You're going to get drinks and Wi-Fi included. $75 onboard credit, group t-shirt. We'll have some cabin treats for you, and we're going to do a few group giveaways for excursions and things like that. So that information is on our Facebook page right now if you want to pull that up. But let's see here. Iris says 1.5 million in sales. Congrats. Yes, thank you. I appreciate that. My goal was 1.2. That was my goal, which was a little less than double what I did last year. But yeah, thank you guys. It's you guys. And Iris, you're one of my top clients, so I appreciate it. Tanya says, hello, Amy Showing. Thanks for everything you do. Well, we appreciate you too, Tanya. Yolanda says, enjoy your content and hard work. I have enjoyed your ABCs. I have to get more done. I'll get more pushed down. But thank you. Lori says, Lori, I think did you email this to me or message me? Because I get messages all over. So right now, because it's so busy, I'm not as quick to respond. Normally I respond within, half hour to an hour. Right now it's crazy. But I think I saw your message or you emailed me with the simulator game, the arcade was MSC. Meraviglia has one. The F1, is that what you're talking about? F1 or F, what's it called? F1?
The
F5?
race car
The
game?
race car. I think it's MSC Meraviglia.
Andrew loved it.
MSC Magnifica has one. Yeah, MSC. MSC has them. Not all of them, but I can verify which ones have them. It is a fee though, so keep that in mind. Welcome into my sister Regina and channel member, and also one of our travel advisors. So guys, we've kind of been going back and forth because it's crazy because I get people reaching out to book cruises, and if they don't hear or see my name, they're like, "Who are you guys?" Regina. She is my sister, and she will be supporting. She's booking cruises. So if you reach out to book a cruise, you might hear from me, you might hear from her. Show her some love. Show her some love. So just know you're going to get it from both of us. So just kind of expect that. So she's going to start doing an introduction saying who she is, which I think is crazy, but we've kind of noticed a pattern with people reaching out. And so we want to make sure that you guys understand that we're working together. Major Adventures Travel is my business. Regina is going to be, she is one of our travel advisors who's helping book cruises, because I honestly, with the content creation and the traveling, I can't take on all the clients. And last year I got to a point where I had to turn off my inquiry form because it was too much. And so I figured, why not keep it in the family? So she's here to help support so we can continue to grow. So
Well, hold on a second. You said keep it in the family, but yet you won't let your husband help.
absolutely not.
Okay, I understand.
Absolutely not. Let's see. Let's see. Hold on. I kind of moved away from the comments. Let's see. Oh, I'm kind of way back here too. Let's see. Um, Okay. Song says, well, hello there. Welcome, MH family. Welcome in, Song. Appreciate you being here. Iris says, on the road to 50K. We are. So, guys, if you're new here, we appreciate you being here. We have 160 watching. We appreciate you guys being here. Again, we gained quite a few subscribers over the last couple of weeks. So, welcome. Please, if you aren't subscribed, consider subscribing. Share our channel out. Give us a thumbs up. All that good stuff. It really does help our channel. And I'll just say this: if you guys did not watch our end of the year recap, I shared how much we made on YouTube. And I just need you guys to understand, because sometimes I do get this question a lot. It's like, how can we support? The best way to support is to watch our videos, to like them, to leave a comment, to share it out. Obviously, you could do a super chat, super sticker, or anything like that. Um, but the best way to do it is this way, because it helps. What does it say? Bulletin Birds, welcome in, and thank you for becoming a channel member. We appreciate that. Um, so yeah, your best way to support is by watching our videos. It really helps us grow, because if you guys don't know, YouTube is truly a business. And last year we made, was it $44,000 on YouTube? And I kind of talked about it in the video where I said, some people would say that's not a lot. But guys, when you think about like what we're bringing in from the travel agency plus this, and then our sponsorships, things like that, it's amazing that you can make that kind of money on YouTube doing it full time as a small channel. Because although we have 26,000 subscribers now, that is still considered a small channel. So you watching, you being here tonight helps us. So we really do appreciate you guys for all of your support. Skate Love says, hello, I'm new to your channel. I'm enjoying you and your beautiful family. Well, we appreciate it. Thank you so much. Paul Ahoy, welcome in to you. Let's see. Travel with Will and Paul, welcome in. Says, long time no see. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. You guys are like stuck in my Facebook algorithm. Not a bad thing. Guys, I don't know if you guys are having the same thing in Facebook where you're seeing like the same, at least for my MH family Facebook, I see the same 4 creators all day long. And you guys are it. I don't know if you guys are seeing me, but it's like, I was like, what's going on with this algorithm? Because I keep saying the same people, and you guys are it. So I enjoy your content though. So welcome in, Travel with Will and Paul. Is it Danielle Golden? Welcome in. Says hello, love you guys. Well, we appreciate you as well. Sid, the fellow cruiser, thank you for being here, and thank you for being a channel member. We always appreciate your support. Cruz Valero, welcome in. We have a lot of people coming in tonight. We appreciate it. Michelle says, Happy New Year, MH fam. Congrats on all your success. You guys are so inspiring. Thank you so much. We appreciate that. I'm going to scroll through some of these comments. All the Mays, welcome in. Thank you for being a channel member. I don't think I've seen you in a while. I hope you're doing well, and thank you for being a channel member. What do you think of a carnival celebration for New Year's? Go for it.
Yes.
We did carnival. No, we did.
We did celebration.
We've been on Carnival Celebration twice. And we actually have a group for Carnival Celebration in 2026, but I'm not going to talk about that right now. We were on, no, he's asking about it for New Year's. We did a New Year's cruise. You didn't go. We were on Carnival Sunrise. It was a New Year's cruise. When we first started cruising, I say go for it. It was a lot of fun. Carnival Celebration is probably the perfect ship to bring in the new year. So yeah, I say go for it. Clinton says, hello, me and my wife love your channel. Happy New Year. You provide great content. Thank you so much. We appreciate that. Marjorie, welcome in. Thank you so much for being a channel member. Appreciate you being here. Olga says, hi, MH fam, wishing you a happy new year. Any tips on how do you overcome post-vacation blues? Book another cruise. Book another cruise. Have that countdown on your phone. It'll give you something to look forward to. Yeah, just book another cruise.
So that's your professional advice.
You know how they have that meme going around right now? It says, if you come to me for advice, you're going to be on a cruise ship. You asked the wrong, well, you asked the right one. So book another cruise or book another trip. Let's see here. I'm just kind of scrolling through. On the Go says, heck no, not to go to the Caribbean, to Europe, Japan, Australia. Yes. We got a lot going on. Jonathan says, safe flight to St. Lucia. Been there a couple of times. The Pittons, right? What is that? I've never been to St. Lucia. It's all of these ports will be new to me. It says, my son wants to go on MSC Virtuoso. Shit, do you have info on that? I'm actually boarding MSC Virtuoso, I think, on Saturday. So, so follow my stories on Instagram. I've been intentionally posting more stories on there. So when I travel, if you kind of want to see what I'm doing, not in real time, but somewhat real time, you could catch my stories. I'll be posting like food. I'll post the ports. I'll post all kinds of things in stories. So follow me on Instagram. That's going to be the biggest platform that I use as far as posting stories, and Facebook. But yeah, I'll be on MSC Virtuosa. Hopefully in a few days.
This Saturday.
Savannah says St. Martin is amazing. Love it there. Yes, I'm excited.
I almost lived on the French side of the island.
Mm-hmm. You've already said that.
How many times?
You just said it in this live stream. Traveling Stewart says, it's amazing that you are visiting a smaller island. Yeah, I'm really excited for that. And you guys are from the islands, right? I think I heard that somewhere. You guys are from the islands. Ella McKinley says, great ports. Can't wait to see the vlogs. I'm really way back on these comments. Let me keep going. All the Masons, 18 days till Carnival Horizon. Yes. Tess, welcome in, says, I hope you got through the snowstorm. I never knew you were so close. Westerville grown and graduated. Still live close. Yeah, we are neighbors.
Yes, we are.
Welcome in, is it Orlana? Thank you so much for subscribing. We appreciate that. Let's see. I'm scrolling. Oh, Tortola. That was the other one. Thank you, Iris. Tortola. I was like, there's one other. Tortola. That's the other one that I'll be visiting first time. So I'm excited for that. And she says, on the NCL Viva you booked me on, that flight from DC to San Juan was $1K though. Yes. The flight was cheap going to St. Lucia. Mm-hmm. I had to create a backup plan coming home because my ferry canceled. And I have a weird suspicion that it might cancel going to the cruise. So that's kind of what I'm kind of nervous about right now. Marjorie says, is your husband a travel agent too? No.
Marjorie, she won't let me do nothing with the travel.
You don't want him booking your trip. So if you ever get an email from Ron, hit spam.
Yes. Marjorie, she just now let me stop plugging up my laptop.
Yeah, he's not a travel agent. No, absolutely not. Theodora says, hello, MH fam. I'm still trying to cruise with your family. Flights out of the Baltimore area to anywhere are also high. Flights are high right now across the board. We were getting really good Spirit deals to fly. And you guys know Spirit kind of going through bankruptcy or whatever's going on with Spirit. And so we were getting $25, $40 flights to and from Florida for the last couple of years.
Yes.
And I'm starting to try to get flights for our upcoming cruises. It's not happening. So I don't know. We can't afford, and because I say that and people look like, when you go on all these cruises, I'm very frugal in what we will spend money on. And flights just aren't, no. Because in my mind, it's like a bus ticket. It's like, you pay X dollars to ride a bus here or there. And that's the same way I think of a flight. So I don't need like all the frills and all this and that. It's just like transportation getting me to and from. So I absolutely don't mind Spirit. Some people say I'm going to fly first class. And I'm like, well, is your car first class? Do you really need that? So yeah, I'll do it when I go abroad because the longer flights, but just taking a 2 hour drive, I look at that as like a road trip, 2 hour flight, road trip. So I'm not, so.
Now, we did have a workaround. So, guys, I can speak to you because I consider you part of my family. My workaround for this flight situation was if we could just buy a small plane, I could ferry or fly my wife to her locations. She says she don't even like my driving.
I don't.
So she wasn't going to try an airplane. But that would have been the perfect workaround.
Big Murph's Life says, do you think you will take a cruise to Australia? I want to. We want to.
Yes.
The flights, though, oh my gosh. The flights are high. So you can get a really cheap Australian cruise. That's not an issue. It's the flights. It's not just the flights, it's the flight time.
Yeah, 17 plus hours.
Longer than that. Longer than that. So yes, we do. We might have plans for that. Donna says, I'm trying to convince my husband to take an Alaska cruise. Do it. We were hesitant about Alaska initially. It's probably one of our top, I'm going to rank it probably in the top 3.
Yes.
Alaska, you absolutely have to go. Yeah, it's amazing. Olga says, as the family travels often, do you have travel insurance for the entire year? And if so, after how many trips per year does it make sense to get travel insurance for the entire year versus a trip? Yeah, so yeah, get it for the full year. And it just depends. There's different companies. I don't usually talk a lot about insurance. You definitely want to have travel insurance. But yeah, for us, it makes sense to have it for the year. But you have to keep in mind that with a lot of those annual policies, you might still have to add on like a sub policy. So yeah, do a lot of research for that. I'm not well versed in like annual policies or anything like that. But I do know that after a certain point, you may have to add like sub policies or what have you, so that you're fully covered.
But let's give the example of why it's important to have the insurance. We had a situation happen this year with our daughter, Jo Marie, that was it in Jamaica?
Yeah, she was injured. And we had to
she had to get stitches.
She had to get stitches. I think I posted on social media. I don't know if I posted because I was just so upset about it. But she wound up getting hit by something and she had to get stitches right here in her, and she still has scar there. We had to go back on the ship to be seen. $400.
Yeah.
$400 for a few stitches, Band-Aid, medicine, whatever. Thankfully, because we had travel insurance, I was able to get reimbursed and got reimbursed quickly. If I didn't have the travel insurance, I would have been out of that $400. So that's why it's important to have it. And I probably paid $60 for the policy, but I was able to get my $400 back. And then it's just that peace of mind because it comes with emergency evacuation. It comes with, some medical coverage, dental coverage, baggage coverage, cancellation, things like that. So definitely have travel insurance. And she's actually the only one in our family, because I'm about to be on a cruise ship, that has had to visit the medical center twice.
Yes.
The other time we were in Belize. We went river tubing and she kind of has sensitive skin and she broke out full body rash. And we had to go to the medical center on board MSC Meraviglia. If you look at that series, I think I kind of highlighted what it was like going to the medical center. And we had to go there. That was probably another $300, I believe, for that visit. And all they did was give her some oral medication and a cortisone shot or something. And yeah, $300. But we were able to get it reimbursed. And I use Allianz, and literally Allianz within 24 hours, we had our money back. So have the insurance. You never know what's going to happen. Flight cancellation, anything like that, you need to be prepared, especially this time of year right now with this weather. You never know what's going to happen.
And we had what else I can say about the insurance? We had an issue where our flights were canceled and they paid for our rental car back to Columbus.
Yeah. Our Uber.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was an adventure.
So a lot of your regular work insurance doesn't work on the cruise ship.
So if you have health insurance, a lot of times that doesn't work. So yeah, it's just play safe, have travel insurance. It definitely helps determine whether an annual policy is worth it for you, depending on how much you travel. If you only travel like a couple times a year, you may not want that, but it just depends. Let's see here. My cruising family, welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. We appreciate it. And we're gonna have to get my cruising family on for a chit chat Tuesday. That would be amazing. Because we were kind of talking about something recently, and my cruising family came up. I'll think of it in a minute, but yeah. Sapphire123 says, I feel like I know your family personally. When I watch your videos, you speak about things that bring a person along with you. Love your family, especially Joe Marie. Well, thank you so much. We're pretty simple.
Yeah, very simple.
We're pretty simple. So
When we were talking about the insurance, I never thought that our daughter would be the one that would use the insurance the most.
Joe Marie's kind of a tomboy, and
Mm-hmm.
she's very active. So I could see it. But no, I appreciate that. I know we're probably not everyone's cup of tea because we're not, I mean, we are who we are. And, I'm not going to go put makeup on and do this and that. And so I know we're not for everyone, but we appreciate those who think that we are for them or for you. Yeah. So we appreciate you guys being here. And with that, we have 176 watching right now. If you guys could hit that like button for us, we definitely appreciate it. And again, if you have any other questions about cruising, feel free to drop those. We're not going to stay too much longer though, because I really have to get packed. I think I have quite a few inquiries I have to follow up on in emails, and I have to finish Joe Marie's hair because tomorrow's a busy day, Thursday's a busy day, and then I travel on Friday. Have a lot to get done. So, but we wanted to make sure we took some time to go live. All the maid says I'll be on that group cruise to Celebration. Yes, can't wait to meet you. What were you saying?
Now, one thing this year, we didn't get a chance to go visit my brother-in-law in Africa, so I'm hoping that we'll be able to get there this year.
That was the only goal that we had that we made last year that didn't happen, and that was to go to Africa. We started making plans to, and then if you guys, when did it happen? In September, October. There was a Marburg disease, or Marburg.
There was a disease breakout.
There was a disease breakout. And guys, I have autoimmune issues. And for us, I mean, and yes, I cruise and I do that. But when it's a deadly outbreak like that, and I think the news was saying like it's only 13 people that died. Like only 13, that's a lot. So we kind of decided that because there was that risk, and then they were also changing travel protocols during that time, that we weren't, because we were literally about to book our flights, and then that happened. And I'm like, no, we can go next year. So we're holding off. I don't know if it'll happen this year because we are kind of jam packed already, but we'll get there.
And we're still a little sensitive about the COVID. So when people start talking about diseases,
you're sensitive about COVID. I'm over it. I'm over it, but
I'm extremely sensitive.
Parker's on the go. Says, hey fam, happy Tuesday. Welcome in, Parker's on the go. Appreciate you being here. Thank you for being channel members. Let's see. I'm kind of scrolling through. And my cruising film says MSC World Europa had also. So I think World America will have one. She's referring to the F1 simulator. Yes. MSC World America is around the corner, and guys, we will be on board. So make sure you stay tuned for that as well. MSC Seashore, thank you so much. Fun Times with Ray. Nancy also has it. Regina says, show me all the love. Yeah, gosh, she's my sister. So, and we're Major Adventures. You see, Major's in her name as well. Would hire you. Marjorie says, Ron, I would hire you to be my personal pilot on a budget. Don't risk your life.
Well, thank you.
Kalia World says, I got traveler's insurance through the cruise line. Is that good? It depends on what you're looking for. So you have to keep in mind that sometimes with the cruise line, they're only going to cover the cruise portion. So that means, let's say you have a non-refundable flight and something happens and you can't get refunded for your flight or whatever. Your cruise portion is covered because you have the cruise line's insurance, but your flight might not be. So, I mean, and most people, the bulk of their travel is the cruise. So yeah, I mean, it's good insurance. It's better than not having any insurance, but I always recommend, trying to price out to see if you can find a third party like Allianz or Travelers Insured where you can get maybe more coverage. So for instance, Carnival, I'm trying to think off the top of my head, Carnival might have $25,000 of medical coverage, whereas you can probably spend the same amount of money and have $250,000 of medical coverage. I think Carnival gives 100,000, 150,000, don't quote me on it, of emergency evacuation. you could get a policy that might have 500,000. Now the hope is that you never have to use your insurance, but God forbid if you have to be medevaced from the cruise ship, that 100,000 may not cover the bill. So, like, I might get the can't speak, the cruise insurance for like a short trip or something like that, but I don't know.
Seems like you have
It's
more,
good. You have
more
a
value.
lot of times you have more value if you go outside of it. But for a lot of people, it's just that ease of having something directly with the cruise line. But something else you got to know is that with that insurance, you still got to pay up front for whatever. So whether it's medical, whether it's rent a car,
Hotel.
if your bags get lost, damaged, or stolen, you have to go buy clothes and document that and send in the receipts for that. So you're paying out of pocket. I think some people have the misconception that with the insurance, you just show your insurance card and you're covered. You pay a copay, you're done. That's not how travel insurance works. So you're going to pay up front for anything and then get reimbursed later. So keep that in mind. But yeah, the cruise insurance is good, but you might be able to find something better. And Nikki Taylor, thank you so much for subscribing. We appreciate you being here. We appreciate everyone who has subscribed to our channel. Again, we're on the road to 50K.
50K.
Felicia says, we had Ollie on today, contacted me right away. We had a flight cancellation the night before a cruise. Yeah, and that's why I like Allianz, because you can set an alert to where if there is a delay or cancellation, they will notify you and they will start your claim. You don't even have to, if you have the app, it's like automatic process, because if you're delayed so many hours or things like that, you get payment. They start it. So Allianz is kind of my go-to. There's others out there, but yeah. On the go, Yellow says, my daughter had a dislocated knee, 1,500 billion on the ship, and I had to cancel selling my brother and had his stroke. It is so worth it. We use Allianz. Yes. Save the Solo Cruises. Yes, I love Allianz. I had others in the past. Same claims were a hassle, I had others in the past and claims were a hassle, kept getting lost. Yeah. Yeah.
We had a few of those.
We've had a couple. Yeah. Until I found Allianz. So, let's see. On the go with Yellow says, everyone is not meant to be the same. Do you? Absolutely. Yes. Carla says, being who you are is why I watch and booked with you. Well, thank you so much, Carla. We appreciate your support on YouTube and being a client. Thank you so much. Anna says, love watching you and your family. Thank you. Lori Keffer says, do you have a website? We do. It's majoradventurestravel.com. Yep. Major. And that says MP31. It went away. MP31. Thank you so much for subscribing. Yeah, majoradventurestravel.com is our website. Nikki says, my husband is a veteran. We get Margaritaville cruise free. Is it worth it? Yes.
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 By all means.
Absolutely. Any free cruise is worth taking. Margaritaville. So my recommendation would be to do and I've been on both, would be to get on the Margaritaville at Sea Islander, which is it's not a new ship, but it's their newest ship. That ship is still, I think, 15 so years old, but it offers a great value. So
we did that as the family, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I would definitely get on Margaritaville at Sea Islander. Now you still have to pay the taxes, fees, port expenses, gratuities, but it is yeah, get on it. Especially if they have a really great heroes, what is it? Heroes Sell Free program, where if you're a teacher, first responder, medical profession, you can get that free cruise. You just have to be verified through their GovX program. And yeah, you can get your free cruise.
And do they still do status match?
They do casino status match. Yes. Okay. Yes. Margaritaville at Sea. And actually, they just sent another email out about that. If you guys are high rollers not even a high roller, if you have any casino offers from any other cruise line, you can screenshot those, send them to, I think it's called Players Club at margaritavillesea.com. I just said this.
Like you just made that up.
No, I think it is. I think it's called Players Club at margaritavillesea.com. Mm-hmm. I think that's exact. I literally just sent it to 2 people this week. So you can email them to see about getting a status matching, as they do really nice, because yeah, they'll give you spa treatments, they'll give you specialty dining, they'll give you free cruise or free suite. Mm-hmm. Check them out. Yes, but absolutely, definitely take that cruise. And thank you so much for
your service. Your husband's service.
Yolanda says, I still wear my mask. Yeah, I think I got over COVID. After I had COVID, I was just done with it. Big Murph says, speaking of outbreaks, I need cruisers to start washing their hands. Yes,
Yes.
absolutely. 14 norovirus outbreaks on cruise ships last year is crazy.
Washy washy.
Yes, and I'm so thankful that has not happened. But guys, if you saw my MSC Grandi MSC Grandiosa, I don't think it was norovirus, but Donna Wright, thank you so much for subscribing. We appreciate it. I was sick in Europe, but I don't think it was norovirus. I was sick for weeks um, after my first European cruise. So make sure you're not drinking any tap water, filtered water. I don't know what it was. We all kind of had something, but I had it for weeks. So yeah, I won't give details.
That's good.
Kay Free says, hello, I'm in Miami and can't wait to join you on one of your adventures. Yeah, we'd love for you to join us. All right, I'm just kind of scrolling through. Lori says, does passport card work at all ports? They don't work at any ports. Your passport card is generally for
Mexico.
flights. Yeah, Mexico, and Canada. You can't use your passport card to go further than those two areas, and you can't use it for a cruise. So you would need a valid passport that doesn't expire for at least 6 months beyond the date you return back to the home port. And or if you are a U.S. citizen, I recommend everybody have a passport these days, but I understand some people don't get them. If you are a U.S. citizen, you can cruise with original birth certificate and a valid ID. It needs to be an original birth certificate, not a passport. I mean, not a photocopy.
And a government ID when you said that.
Government ID, yes. My sister, yeah, she said I'll be on Margaritaville at Sea Islander in less than 2 weeks. Yeah, it's a great value. Great value. Welcome in, Edna's World. Appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. Seth Moy says, are you guys going on the new Princess Star Ship the Star? Yes, yes. Princess Cruises is one of our partners. I will be on board the U.S. inaugural 4-star Princess, and probably possibly, I'm gonna say possibly because things have been changing with a lot of turnover with these media departments, but possibly on the media sailing of that ship as well. So I have some discounted cabins because I'm doing a sail with me for that particular sailing. Now, a sail with me is different than a group cruise. So a sail with me means I'm going to be on board. We can maybe have, drinks or dinner or whatever, but we don't have official group plans or excursions or meetups. It's just if you want to be on board, get the discounted rate, join me. You can do so. I do have some discounted cabins left for that U.S. inaugural on Star of the Seas. I think I have 12 cabins booked to be on board for the sail with me. So yes, I will be on board, and I was on board Sun Princess. I did the same thing on Sun Princess as well. That one star. Oh my gosh, guys. November 10th. I don't know how I keep all this stuff in my head. November 10th through the 15th, I think. The U.S. inaugural. Welcome in Together We Travel. Appreciate you being here. And I keep forgetting to go back to Facebook. But Facebook, if you're watching, if you guys are on Facebook, we appreciate you watching there as well. Roro says, I talk about you guys all the time. Well, we appreciate that. It means a lot. Patty says, I'm sorry we booked our cruise before we started watching all your vlogs. No need to apologize, because I truly understand. There's a travel advisor for everyone. There's so many out there too. And so I'm never offended if you booked. Now I'm not offended, but this is where I have a problem. When people book elsewhere and come to me for advice. That's kind of where I if you booked before, but I've literally had people say, hey, I just booked this cruise with so-and-so, and they've given me names and said, I have a question for you. Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Okay, baby. Okay, baby.
And I've had people to say, I booked my cruise on the website, but I have questions. And normally I try to turn it over to say, hey, well, if you booked your cruise within the last 60 days and it's not paid in full, would you like to transfer it to our agency? Then we can, help answer questions you may have, give recommendations for excursions, da, 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 da. I've had some people say, no, I don't want to work with a travel agent. And I'm like, well, then don't work with a travel agent. Don't ask me any questions.
Okay, baby. We get it.
Ooh, sometimes it's the audacity of people, but
it's okay.
So I get that, but I don't mind. So this is kind of how I operate, and don't use this to come get some free advice. But the way I operate is this: if somebody reaches out to me and they're like, "Oh my gosh, I love your channel. Or I watched this video of yours, and I just have a question about." I had somebody reach out, I think yesterday, about Grand Cayman, the turtle farm, and they're like, "I just watched your video. I really love your family. I love this." Not that you have to give us that praise, but if you give me any indication that you watched a video and you ask me a question, I'm going to answer your question. I'm not going to say, go to your travel advisor. I'm not going to say, go back to the cruise line. I'm going to answer your question because you have just supported us by watching a video.
Which is great.
Which is awesome. We appreciate it because more than likely you're going to watch a video and you're probably going to hopefully subscribe or watch another video. So, but I will get people that will not even say good morning, which is kind of a pet peeve of mine.
I think you might need.
Or they'll just send me like a DM and they're like, "What's the cost of the drink package?" And then I'll say, "Good morning."
Like you're a principal.
I know if you're watching and you got a message from me, you're probably like, "Yeah, that's how she did." And that's how I used to do I'm sorry. Yeah, I used to do my students like that. They would come talk to me and just start talking. And they're like, "Dr. Major Holland," I say, "Good morning." So, yeah, you're right. It's the principal of me. Yeah. So I'll get random messages and they're like, "How much is the drink package?" And then I'll say, "Good morning. You can refer to the cruise line's website for the current pricing for the drink package." I will respond. But to answer your question, if you're already booked, a lot of times you can transfer your booking over to a travel advisor. It depends on the cruise line, how many days you booked it. If it's paid in full, what have you, you can transfer it for the most part. But yeah, if you're watching our video, subscriber, channel member, whatever, whoever you book with, if you have questions, as long as I'm not swamped, I don't have a problem answering those. It's just the people that come and say, "No, I'm not transferring to a travel agent." Well, then don't ask me questions.
Okay, we get it. We get it. We get it.
So I put that out there. That's clear air. I'll turn it into a short tomorrow so people understand. But don't do it. Patty says, "How do you recommend getting from Orlando Airport to Cape Canaveral? There will be 12 of us. What hotels do you recommend pre-cruise at Cape Canaveral?" Cruise Control Transportation, who is one of our partners, our first sponsor, first partner. We still work with Cruise Control. We love Corey and his family and his team. Cruise Control Transportation, they provide, and here I am, my commercial. Mm-hmm. They provide transportation from Orlando Airport area hotels to and the airport to Port Canaveral and vice versa. They will pick up at most Orlando area hotels. Mm-hmm. $25 per person each way. You're going to have no more than 10 in a shuttle. If you use code MHFam, you're going to save
what? 10%?
10%.
Yes.
You're going to save 10%, and you messed up my rhythm. I gotta have it down. But yeah, so it's gonna be a smaller shuttle. If you use GoPort, oh, I shouldn't say another name. Yeah. GoPort. If you use GoPort or any of the others, a lot of those are 60 passenger buses, $30 to $35 per person. You're gonna have to wait for that bus to fill up. And yeah, so Cruise Control Transportation, check them out. You can call, text, email them to get booked. Mention code MHFam. You're going to save 10%. As far as hotels in Cape Canaveral, I personally do not recommend hotels in Cape Canaveral because they are a lot higher than the cost of staying by Orlando. So like us personally, we never stay in Cape Canaveral. We always stay near Orlando Airport and we shuttle in. But there are some exceptions. Sometimes people will want to be there because they want to see the rocket launches and things like that. So I get it. Off the top of my head, I can't think of a hotel there. I have referred some to other hotels in Cape Canaveral. I just can't think of them right now, but I always do Orlando. And my go-to in Orlando would be the Town Place Suites, Orlando Airport is our go-to. Sheila, welcome in. Sorry, I kind of went off on a tangent there.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did.
Lori says, "Do you need to get a double drink?" Are you asking me if I need a drink? I haven't really been drinking, so not that I drink at home anyways, but let's see. Let's see, I'll make sure I'm not skipping. Scott Travel Chronicles, welcome. It says, "Love your channel. Learned a lot. You always share great tips." Thank you so much. Definitely inspired us to travel and vlog more. You should. Yeah. You should. It's fun to not only make the memories, but it's also nice to make that money.
Yes.
Yeah, make that money. Because guys, people are watching less and less television. I was watching something and they were talking about YouTube, and and I'm thinking about us, like, we don't, other than Investigation Discovery.
And Snapped.
That is investigation.
Oh, shit. My bad. Sorry.
Other than like Investigation Discovery and like our local news station, we really don't watch our direct TV. We like but I don't watch a lot of TV anyways. But when I do, normally I'm listening to YouTube in the background. So people are really shifting to YouTube, not only for entertainment and for information, but people are putting their own stuff on YouTube. And
Yeah.
if you do it and you're consistent at it, and you're genuine, I think you can grow, and you can make it. You know, you can make some good money off YouTube. On the go, Yola says rude. Yeah. Um, April says hit a nerve. Yeah, the audacity. And I think I had a few today. That's why I did strike a nerve, because I'm like so busy. And I even had somebody that like messaged me like on Facebook, and I didn't respond immediately because of their rudeness. And then they emailed me and then emailed me again because I was taking too long to answer them. I'm like, hey, first off, you're not a client.
Okay, we're not going to.
Secondly, it doesn't sound like you even watch our content. So don't ask me any questions. It's been a day. It really has been. But we are so thankful because I'm just looking at the flow of how many bookings we've had and what's happening right now. And I'm just like, this is going to be a really amazing year. So thank you so much.
Yes.
On the good Yellow says, those cancer vibes coming out. Don't mess with me. Guys, I am like the sweetest person. But yeah, if you try me, it's going to be a whole nother. And it doesn't come out often.
Not really.
Why'd you look down when you said that?
Because I'm scared.
Oh, let's see. My cruising family says, "Oh, that's a pet peeve of mine too. We were raised to say good morning, basic manners. Yeah, say something, or at least say hi. I don't expect a good morning. Say hi, hello.
Mm-hmm.
Don't just ask your question. Like, yeah." Um, And Melina says, I work in middle school, so I'm constantly having to teach kids about greeting before you start talking about what you need to. Manners. Yeah, manners matter. Yeah, telling kids, yeah. And even like our kids are guilty of it too. And I have to tell them all the time, like, they come downstairs. Well, one comes downstairs and is like, doesn't say anything. I'm like, excuse you. Almost like every day, like, excuse you, what are you going to say? Oh, good morning. Okay, say good morning. And so, yeah, that just say good morning. Start your day off right. Carla says, my family and I watch you guys all the time. We enjoy your content. Thank you so much. All right, let's see. We're gonna have to get ready to close up here in a second. Lori says, I was told you have to get multiple Wi-Fi packages and you can't switch devices once you use it on a specific device. Is that for MSC? If it is for MSC, check out my video that I released today. I gave some tips on MSC, but you're absolutely correct. If you're speaking in MSC, you cannot swap devices. Once you sign in, now you can get a multi-device Wi-Fi package that you can share. But just know that, like on Carnival, for instance, we might get one premium Wi-Fi package and we'll just kind of interchange it throughout the day. Like I'll sign in to check my socials or whatever, then he might sign in. Do that to save money.
But there is an issue. I work remotely, so sometimes I have to have two different Wi-Fi passes because I have to log in on my phone and do a different verification some other way. So it's difficult working remotely, but it works. And I think was it MSC where I had the problem.
Right. So that's what I was going to say is that, yeah, with MSC, once you sign into a device, you can't sign out. So I think where we first learned it was like Ron signed in on his phone. He had one device and he was just figuring this like Carnival. I have Wi-Fi. If I sign in on my phone, I can then sign out of my phone and sign into my computer. No, that's not how MSC works. Once you sign in on that device, that's it. But you can get like a 4-pack Wi-Fi package where you can use it for 4 different devices and they don't have to be your devices. So you can share them with your kids, with your spouse, your significant other, whoever. So you can do that. But once you sign in, you're stuck on that device. You cannot swap it out. Rainy Day, I like that name. Says best cruise ship for traveling to Italy. What port do you recommend? I'll be honest, I have not other than my one Mediterranean, I have not been to Italy. So I don't feel I could do research on that, but I don't feel like I can really give an answer. I'm the type that I have to experience, and that's why I cruise so much. I feel like I have to experience and do it a couple of times before I feel like I can give you a definitive, yeah, this is the best one. So I can't answer that right now. But just know I might have some Mediterranean stuff coming up soon. So stay tuned. Yvonne, welcome into you. Appreciate you being here. Do you have pre-cruise suggestions for the Star of the Seas? I'm coming from West Coast, so I need to go the day before. Star of the Sea is leaving out of Fort Lauderdale. Fort Lauderdale. If you could email me, I have a list. I just can't think of them off the top of my head right now. Um, Fort Lauderdale. I'm trying to think. Where do we stand, Fort Lauderdale? Oh my gosh. I don't think we have a go-to in Fort Lauderdale. I think I go with what's ever a decent hotel, and I don't have a go-to personally, but I do have a list. So yeah, email me. How much is the balcony with your group rate for the Star Princess? You'll have to email me for that. I don't have it on top of my head. BL says, hi, I'm really loving this chat. I always recommend your channel. We appreciate that, BL, and thank you for being a channel member. Yolanda says, I no longer watch TV. I watch all YouTube. Yeah. Yep. Someone said, don't be scared, Ron. Felicia says, blink twice, Ron.
Yeah, no.
Iris says, I need a second job for all the cruises I booked with you. Awesome travel advisor. Well, you make it very easy, Iris. So I appreciate that. Time to Travel says, hello, everyone. I hope that the new year brings lots of cruising. 66 days to Wonder of the Seas. I can't wait. Awesome. Speaking of Wonder of the Seas, if you guys don't know, Wonder of the Seas will be doing shorter cruises starting late August of 2025. I have a lot of group rates. So if you guys don't pay attention to our social media page, be sure to follow. We get discounted rates for certain cruise lines, more so Royal Caribbean, where if you have two in a cabin, you can get a discount. I literally just booked someone on Utopia for June. I booked a lot of Utopia for June and July because I had some greatly discounted rates. Saved her $800. And she was like, yeah, I saw it on the webpage, and then I saw yours, saved $800. So if you are looking to book Royal Caribbean and it's just two of you, or maybe it's four and you want to split cabins, if it's 6 months out, reach out to me and I can always see if there's a discounted rate. It's not for every sailing, it's not for every cabin type, but we have quite a few. And literally have 140, I think, maybe groups with Royal Caribbean that are discounted. I can't post all of those all the time, so I just, when I have time, I'll kind of throw a few out there. More so the more popular ships and time of year. Yeah, so yeah, kind of keep an eye for those. I'm trying to post those more. I just have to have time to create the flyers for those. But yeah, reach out because we do get discounted rates. And guys, when I say they're discounted, they're discounted. Like you can easily save $1,000 just by using a travel advisor who has access to those discounted rates.
Travel advisor who travels.
Yes. Um, my cruising family says, yeah, I think it's a thing with our kids' generation. I have to remind the boys repeatedly to greet us and others too, even though we do it. I'm still learning this parent. We are too. We are too. Yeah, but from grown folks, yeah, not at all. Tips for Cruiser says, we use Duo for second authorization at work, and my work can create a code. I can use it for the entire week without having to get a second internet package to get the push notification code from Duo.
Okay, so I use Duo. I didn't know that.
It says,
And
okay.
so let me respond to that. I tend not to like to let my job know when I'm on the seas. So, but I might have to do that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Because that would be great. Because that is the issue. We had that issue because we had we had to get a second device because we were going to get one and kind of share it. And he signed in on his phone, and they said, "Oh, you can't change it." And he's like, "But I have to get the second. What is it called? The verification." And it didn't happen. So we had to do a multi package.
Now, who gave you that advice? Who in the chat said about
tips for cruisers?
Well, tips for cruisers. Thank you so much, because I will definitely ask my job about that.
Yes, thank you so much. Let's see. Best cruise ship to take from Tampa Port. There's not many in Tampa.
You got the Margaritaville.
Got Margaritaville. See, that wouldn't be my top recommendation. Actually, Tampa is a very small port. So all of the ships there, none of the ships there will be my top pick. But you have, I think currently, oh my gosh, you have Margaritaville at Sea, you have Carnival Paradise, you have Brilliance of the Seas or Radiance of the Seas, one of the smaller Royal Caribbean ships. You might even have Grandeur out there right now. So a lot of the ships, because that port is so small, they are smaller, older ships. So you're not going to get like a new ship or even like a middle-aged ship. They're all older ships from Tampa. I would say drive over to Port Canaveral.
That wasn't the question. That wasn't.
No, the old ships are, I think, but not everyone wants an older ship. Which I'm learning through my clients. Like I personally, I would cruise on those ships, but it I can't really say which one is better. I haven't been on Carnival Paradise yet. I've been on Carnival Elation. We loved Carnival Elation, but they're sister ships, older ships, but yeah. HB5 says Enchantment of the Seas. Thank you. And Granger. Okay. Celebrity Cons Yeah, is Celebrity Constellation out of Tampa? I know Celebrity usually uses Fort Lauderdale, but you're right, Tom. I think Celebrity Constellation will be out there. Um, Felicia says I needed that advice. Thank you. Absolutely. On the Go with Yolo says, highly recommend Book It. Wonder is a great ship. Yeah, and we're actually doing another group for next year because we're gonna have a lot of group cruises because we have a lot of people that are interested, and I love it because we get a lot of new cruisers, and that's kind of our thing. Is that being the educator, we would love to have a group of first time cruisers cruising with us, where we can give them the information they need to make their first cruise a huge success. And so we do have one for Wonder of the Seas. I can't think of the dates, but it's for spring break of 2026. But I have a lot of Wonder of the Seas discounted rates. So for the 3 and 4 night sailings. All right. So I think that is pretty much it at the end of the chat. Let's see. Sheila Wallace, welcome in. Make sure I'm not missing anybody else on Facebook. But yeah, so next cruise, hopefully on Saturday. Hopefully on Saturday. We'll see. Stay tuned. Follow my stories because, like I said, I don't know. Really don't know what's going to happen. But should be on board MSC Virtuosa. I leave Friday. I board the ship on Saturday. MSC Virtuosa. So stay tuned for that. We are going to continue with our Virgin Voyages series. Me and sister Auntie Cheryl on Virgin Voyages. So if you missed that, that was the Redemption cruise. I cruised Virgin Voyages 2 years ago. Did not like it at all. Decided to finally give them a try again, and overall had a good time. So check out that series. We will continue to push out more informative vlogs on Tuesdays. Premiere on Friday. Premiere on Friday may or may not happen, but if not, it'll be a release because I'll be traveling. So it depends on where I am at that point. I haven't thought that through yet. And then
That's it for me.
that's it. If you're looking to book a cruise, I will tell you that our inquiry form says up to 5 business days. Generally, I respond within 24 hours. However, because this is a very busy season for booking, please just be patient. We will follow up within 5 business days. It won't take that long, more than likely, because I can't stand having a long queue like that. But just know that if you are reaching out, that it's taking a little bit longer to get through some things, and then if you are emailing, if you've been someone that's been in communication with me, I respond quickly. That might be a little slow, meaning I'll respond to you within 24 hours. It may not be the same responding within an hour or two. So keep that in mind. But I have a little bit of work to do before I go to bed, finish Joe Marie's hair, get packed, all that good stuff. So we appreciate you guys popping in for the very first Chit Chat Tuesday of the year.
Yes.
Next week or 2 weeks from today, we will have Team Reese Travels
All
on.
right.
And we have some other content creators that we kind of have lined up for, joining us just to kind of talk about cruising, share their perspective with things, get to know some other content creators. So that will be happening as well. But again, we appreciate you guys and all of your support. And let's see, did we miss up anything? Um, Big Merv Slice says, I'm ready for the Carnival Celebration 2026 group cruise. That's right. You are booked. You are booked. Yes, we look forward to meeting you. Or actually, are you on another group cruise with us? I think so. Maybe. But yeah, so we appreciate you guys. being here. Make sure you're following us on social media, Facebook. We're up to 38,000 followers on Facebook, which is amazing.
Yes, it
They're
is.
not so kind over on Facebook though, so I'm trying. We're really trying. That guys, they run the engagement up,
Mm-hmm.
but whew, my gosh, if you guys have ever watched any of our reels that have kind of gone viral on Facebook, those comments are like crazy.
They coming for you.
But it helps you get paid. So, but follow us on Facebook. Instagram is where we primarily post. We're trying to grow there. We did double over followers on Instagram, but I still feel like, with the amount of content we push out, we're only at like 14,000, I think, on Instagram. So we're trying to grow our Instagram as well as grow our YouTube. We're on a mission for 50K. I think we can do it with your support. So,
And what about TikTok?
guys,
Okay, I'll leave that alone.
I'm gonna post on TikTok. You can find us there if you want to. You don't have to.
Wow.
I'm not. I like to watch TikTok. Like I would like to watch like some of the food, like Keith Lee. I love Keith Lee. Some of the funny stuff that pops up on TikTok. But TikTok doesn't show us much favor as far as
Mm-hmm.
our videos. And it's almost like once, because you guys know the rule of thumb with TikTok, we're monetized there, is you have to, in order to get paid off of your reel has to be a minute or longer, and it has to get at least 1,000 qualifying views from your For You page. Well, I feel like before we were monetized, we would get videos that would hit 400,000 or 500,000, 2 million, whatever. We would get it. We weren't getting paid on those. But now that we're actually getting paid, um, it's almost like TikTok strategically doesn't allow you to get views because some of the stuff that I think should get views, it's not, and I'm not getting paid. Literally, last year we made $114 on TikTok. $114 on TikTok. The same content we post on TikTok, we post on Facebook, and we made $5,800. Make it make sense.
Okay, baby.
Make it make sense.
It's all right.
But
It's all right.
yeah, so we're gonna keep at it. Maybe something will hit on TikTok because guys, there's some TikTokers making good money too. But it just doesn't make sense how one platform can do well and then the next one is like, yeah, we're not even gonna push your video out. But follow us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, of course, here on YouTube. And hope you guys have a great start to your year. We'll be live again in 2 weeks with Team Maurice Travels. And I'll be live, hopefully, from MSC Virtuosa. So stay tuned for that. But appreciate those of you who subscribed today. New channel members, appreciate you. Our current channel members, we appreciate you guys as well. And everyone for watching, we appreciate you. Hope you guys have a great new year and stay tuned for all of our fun and adventures. We will see you guys later. Have a great week.